People, Bobby and I do a lot of traveling. Right this particular minute, we're in Percy Quinn State Park in Mississippi. All right, right up the road. Because you know, as we travel, one of the main things I look for is food. All right, right up the road, about a mile, is Mr. Whiskers, catfish and country cooking. You would have to experience it. You really would. You just don't find home cooking like that hardly anymore at all, anywhere. But what I'm trying to set up here is tell y'all, Percy Quinn has got anything a family could want: camping, fishing, golf, etc., tennis, whatever. And then Mr. Whiskers got any kind of food you want. So here's the tie-in: food, family, fun. That's what I'm for, people. Family and food. Okay, here we are. Another road trip, another restaurant, another food, another story. But this is the place, Mr. Whiskers. Buffet style. You have to come see this. The place is under new ownership. The owner, manager, told me that they bought it about a year and a half ago, and did some updating. It's gotten kind of old and run down. It's been here a long time. That flag in there that flew over Normandy came with the building. They have a couple of flags in there, still got the 48 stars on it. But anyway, get back to the owner and the building. The inside is immaculate. They've cleaned it up, painted it. The food, everything's clean. Everything is clean, including the employees. And it's got a big parking lot. And believe me, people, when we pulled up at 12:48, this lot was full. We circled twice to find a place to park. Families after church. We drove from Baton Rouge here. I'm guessing close to an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to get here. It is located kind of rural, but it's not hard to find. Yep, Mr. Whiskers. People believe me, the food is delicious. The place is in the middle of God's country. It's so far out here, nobody else would have it. When I pulled up, I'm thinking, this is going to be a bummer, but it's not. The place is massive, and the food is unbelievable. The waitress is it's a buffet style. You serve yourself and sit down and eat all you want. They have desserts, catfish, chicken, you name it, it's in there. And it's all country cooked food. The only thing I saw in here that don't work is the clock, and it's not working. Other than that, they got old steel traps, old display. Son, if that's the size of bass that grows in Mississippi, I'd be scared to get in the water. Old ice prawns, Jerry Blowers, Antique, 72, Rhode Island, Wyoming, some other old ice prawns. This is where we at. Another road trip. For all you veterans out there and the people that's lost loved ones. You see this flag? This flag flew over Normandy. World War II, Normandy invasion, France. June the 6th, 1944, D-Day. Now tell me that's not history, people. And if that don't chill your blood, you're more likely dead. Flag as old as I am, a little older more likely. They went to 50 states. Food is buffet style. Salads, and it's all, I would say, soul food. Corn, sweet potatoes, peas, red beans and rice, salads, fruit, you name it, they have it. The food is utterly delicious. The trail usually goes all the way around the lake, but apparently the bridge is out in 1.5 of a mile. You must hike in and back out following the orange markers. Okay? Now, over here is the other thing about Percy Quinn, Land and Water Conservation Fund, Percy Quinn State Park. So it's a lot to do here, people. I mean, this nature trail is right on the side of a massive tennis court. And I say court, I mean courts. That's plural. Let me get off this trail before I trip and break a leg. Now, apparently, people from all over the country come here to walk. There's a church van. And there's a lady with a little girl over there at the tennis court letting her run and play. So I'm not going to get the kids and the lady. But there's the tennis court. It's all over there. Up over the car. It goes all around the front. Pretty good sized courts. And they're in pretty doggone good shape. I'm standing in pavilion number 1. Big fireplace, look. High ceilings. And it's 90-something degrees out there, almost 100. And it's cool in here with that high ceiling and the bricks. You have all these picnic tables in case you want to have a birthday party. And then you can turn around and Daddy can go right down that hill and go fishing. So the way Percy Quinn is set up is really nice. People, just makes me feel like I'm home. I'm in McComb, Mississippi, Percy Quinn State Park. But let me tell you something. I was raised on that Gulf Coast, around those marshes, around Back Bay, D'Iberville in Mississippi. I waded those marsh as kids. My cousin and I used to wade it and fish. But look at the water. This lake is massive. And they say the bass fishing here is phenomenal. Be a good place to start. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. Yes, indeed. And look at those lucky devils out there. I'd be out there with them. We're in Percy Quinn State Park. This is some of the signs giving you directions. Pull up now. I'm looking out there at the lake. I will be if I'm looking at myself. There's part of the lake for fishing. Well, it says no fishing right there, so it must be oh no, that's a pond. Okay, but it's beautiful. Right up the road is a restaurant, Mr. Whiskers, where you can eat. The food's delicious. You can bring the kids here. They have a golf course. They have fishing. You can practice archery, and it's actually beautiful. You can camp out, and its access to Baton Rouge is not bad. You look at it maybe an hour and a half. And it's in McComb, Mississippi. We were here, Bobby and I were, I'm guessing 50, 60 years ago. And we haven't been back since. So it's kind of like coming home, really. We're looking. Okay, they got picnic sites, swimming pools. If I'm not mistaken, that's going to be a pool. No, that's not the pool.
This is day use.
The campers, there's quite a few campers in here. All the cabins back behind us we just passed through. I didn't film them. They're beautiful little brick cabins, but they're renovating them inside and out. So, but this is all the campground for campers. And look at the campers. And this thing goes way down the road, way on down there. It's really nice. Yeah, there's the camp store. You can go in there and buy your little supplies that you didn't bring with you. Okay, that's the park lodge, the park office and the lodge building. This is a convention center here, nice looking buildings. Right on over here, I'm not quite sure what that, oh, that's the motel. That is actually a motel in the state park. Tennis court has 7 courts on it. 7 people can play at one time, or 7 teams. This place is really nice. You know what it's like to be stranded on land and watch that take place? I don't wish him any bad luck. I just wish I was with him. So people, to solve the mystery, the name of this lake is Lake Tangipahoa. Tangipahoa to me is Louisiana, but this is definitely in Mississippi. But that's the name of the lake. That clears up. This is a panoramic view of the backside of the lake. This lake is massive, and this is on the very end of it. I'm thinking this is the north end. Okay, as you come around, you can see it, and it goes on and on and on, and it splits over yonder, over there, one way and another way. Now here's the funny part, people. Look at the chairs. Somebody's been sitting down here enjoying the view. A little sunset in the afternoons. Plenty of wildlife. You got little coves where you can fish at night, points. It would take some practice to fish this lake. You'd have to pay attention. They got some beautiful campsites and very nice campers. So like I said, you can bring the family here. There's a lot of recreation stuff for the family and for the adults. And the good food is right up the road. Mr. Whiskers.
My husband said I can't take them home with me. But look at the
root system.
The root system on that.
If you did, you'd have to put them in solitary for a couple, 3 or 4 months.
Why?
Get all the little bugs and parasites out of those roots.
Thanks.
You wouldn't want to put that in your pond. I was going to go down here and wade out in the water with my 60-year-old daughter, but I decided, Gigi said, don't get in the sand because you got to get back in the car. So guess who's going to get out of the sand? It's what you see in Louisiana. There's a little swimming area in the lake. They have swimming pools here, but that's a swimming area in the lake. Look, no lifeguards, on risk.
At Disney,
Campers, no alcohol, no glass. Registered campers only. But it's a small beach.
Be careful, he did.
See?
Took that baby,
And it's roped off, very small area. So I know there's no logs or snags or anything in it. But this scares Mama half to death. And I've actually swam with alligators. It's not a smart thing to do at my age now, but back then I wouldn't. This is the map of the campground and the lake. The lake in the center is really huge. So this is the front of the map. Now I'm gonna turn it over and you can see the back of the map. And there's your camping sites. They got a bunch of them. They have a bunch of them. And if you tent camp right outside the window where I'm sitting, you see the place there? There's one right there, and they go all the way around to my
And
map.
I'm going to tell you, Samantha,
All the
those
way.
little...
Yeah, this nature and this little chapel will bring you real close to nature. And like I said, it's different going to church than doing something like this early in the morning. It's so quiet and serene. Listen to it, there's no noise. You can sit here and just sink into yourself and enjoy. Now people, if you got something that's heavy on your mind, you just walk right on in the door. Right on in here. I want you to look at the little pews. The little pews set up, 3 on each side. The little windows, the little plate. Look, they have a meeting service in here. This, let's look at the plaque. Herbert S. Hoff, the Wayside Chapel. You see that? Now that is beautiful. And it's nested right out here in the middle of nowhere. They have service every Sunday morning, 9 o'clock. See the chairs? You walk down this little road, this little alleyway here, back into the woods, and there it is. Now, it goes all back in. You see the seating? People, this is like the Boy Scouts. The Boy Scouts have chapels like this. And it's really something to sit in this and watch that sun during the right time of the day come up over that water. Now, if that don't get your attention, you might better go to church right. All my brother rednecks. Don't you feel sorry for women sometimes? She now, won't. If you're into archery, right here is a little archery range. You can set up and practice right here. Plus, it looks like little cabins or something. The place is set up really right for enjoyment and family fun. Yes, we're away from the lake now. Riding around in the back on some of these little back roads. Primitive camping all out there. There's primitive camping right there. And we're coming up on something else up here. I'm not sure what it is. But we're coming, it looks like a gate. And if I'm not mistaken, that gate's closed. This sign's all back there. People, Mama and I are celebrating our 63rd wedding anniversary. And what do we find? You believe this? A love lock bridge. All down this bridge is locks with names engraved on it. But since we don't happen to have a lock with a name on it, we might just do it with wall ties. We'll just chain ourselves to the fence. Isn't this something? Look, who would expect to find a bridge on both sides loaded with locks? It costs $19 a piece inscribed.